This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Yep, that's right. It's that time where we talk a little bit more about Jamaican football, and this is where we get to the nitty-gritty of everything. So, Jamaica's under-17 team will play the Trinidad and Tobago under-17 team on Saturday, February 4 o'clock, at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, the home of Arnett Gardens. A clash of two Caribbean giants. Jamaica, been to the under-17 World Cup twice, 1999 and 2011. 1999 in New Zealand, 2011 in Mexico. Trinidad and Tobago has also been to the under-17 World Cup twice. Once in 2001 as host, and one in 2007 in South Korea. A tournament which Trinidad and Tobago qualified for after defeating Jamaica by 1-0 at the National Stadium in front of a sea of yellow. The head-to-head record is what we're going to look at as well, so that you guys can get a little bit more insight into this in particular. I'm sure you guys see the thumbnail, and you see Maron Gordon, Coach Maron Gordon, and Sean Cooper. Yes, Sean Cooper, the head coach of the Trinidad and Tobago under-17 team, a veteran. He's worked with the men, and he's also worked with the women, just like Maron Gordon as well. And Maron Gordon will be creating a little piece of history, as he's going to be the first coach in CONCACAF to coach an under-17 team at the women's level and also at the men's level. So that is what Coach Maron Gordon is doing. He was the coach of the under-17 Reggae Girls at the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship, which was hosted in Jamaica in 2013. That's right. Jamaica finished fourth. Jamaica defeated El Salvador 2-0, Haiti 3-0, and drew 1-1 with Mexico. Jamaica not only topped the group for the first time at a CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship, but also, they also, guess what? Avoided defeat against Mexico for the first time ever at that level. That's true. Yep, just let that sink in, folks. Yeah, folks, just let that sink in. It happened. Aaron Gordon was the head coach of that team. Jamaica topped the group. Yep. They topped the group. And you know what's funny? Mexico went on to win the tournament. Yeah. They did. They won it on penalties. Herman Willis says, big up Simon. Great news. Absolutely. Yes, abs, bonjour Simon. Bonjour mon ami, ça va? Je suis très fatigué maintenant. So, both teams, as we know, are preparing for the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship, which is slated to run from February 11 to 26 in Guatemala. Jamaica's games, February 12, 14, and 16 against Cuba, Guadeloupe, and Costa Rica. Trinidad and Tobago will face Canada, USA, and Barbados in the group stages. Bessa's documentary says, bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Trinidad and Tobago, Group F, with USA, Canada, Trinidad, Barbados. Jamaica, Group G, Cuba, Costa Rica, and Guadeloupe. Yep. So that's the situation, folks. That's where we are at this point in time. So, what's the head-to-head record like? The truth is, it's not the best in a Jamaican standpoint. 2019, the Jamaicans fell 3-2 to Trinidad. This was basically the last time both teams met at the under-17 level. Yeah, this was in Florida. In 2016, Jamaica defeated Trinidad and Tobago 3-2. This was also in Trinidad. This game was in Trinidad. 2016. Raywin Sr. scored 2, Nick Daly scored 1 under head coach Andrew Edwards as Jamaica qualified for the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship in 2017. In 2015, Jamaica defeated Trinidad and Tobago by 5-1. That's right. In 2011, Jamaica drew 2-2 with Trinidad and Tobago on home soil. In 2008, TNT defeated Jamaica by 3-1. In 2007, Kevin Molina broke Jamaican hearts with a 1-0 victory over Jamaica. And in 2006, Trinidad and Tobago defeated Jamaica 2-0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last 7 times that Jamaica has met Trinidad and Tobago at this age group level, Jamaica has won 1, 2. Jamaica has won twice. There's been a draw. And Trinidad has won the other 4. So in the head-to-head since 2006, it's Trinidad that has had the edge. Is that to say that they're going to get over the line tomorrow? No. And at the same time, we should not be downplaying Trinidad and Tobago's quality, because they do have quality. And one player to look out for is midfielder. Yep, himself, Rio Cardenas. That's right. Rio Cardenas plays with Crystal Palace's under-18 team in England. Has trained with Caden Rodney, has trained with Nathan Ferguson. Look out for, yep, that's right, Rio Cardenas. He's the man to watch. Rio Cardenas. All right, folks? He's the person to keep a very, very close eye on. Rio Cardenas, from the Trinidad standpoint. Terrell Moore, he's a forward and plays for Nashville FC. That's another player to keep an eye on from the Trinidadian standpoint. There's a few more to pay keen and special attention to. And another one in particular is a player that especially you could say the US-based players in the Jamaican squad will know quite well. And that is Samuel Duncan, who plays at Charlotte FC in the USA. In addition to that, another player to keep a very, very close eye upon is Dominic Wilson. All of those players that I made mention about are overseas based. Now you might say, what about the domestically based Trinidad and Tobago players? Well, Jaden Otley at Fatima College and Alan Panton from Darlington School in the US. These are the two goalkeepers. Jaden Utley did well in the secondary school season for Fatima College. And if you look at the Trinidad and Tobago squad, 4 players in their roster, 4 players in their roster are from St. Bernard. So they have that tandem right there. It's funny how Stets won the rural area on all and under 16 competition, but none of the players made the national team. Hmm. Ricardo Miller says, blessings, my general heart of love. Big up, Ricardo. Hope you're doing well. A bit off topic, Simon. Will Jamaica play friendly alongside the Mexico game next month? There are negotiations that Jamaica's senior team will play against Trinidad and Tobago prior to facing Mexico. There are plans being put in motion. Simon, God bless you. Big up, big up, big up. It's funny how Stets won the rural. Yeah, I saw that comment already. Yeah. So that's Trinidad and Tobago's side of things. From the Jamaican standpoint, who can we look out for? I hear Dixon, Mount Pleasant Academy. It's going to be a compelling decision between the sticks. If it will be Tawayne Lynch from Mount Pleasant Academy or Joshua Grant from Inter Miami. Now, in the other positions, to make special and keen mention about Nicholas Simmons of Richmond United Academy, the brother of a reggae girl, you could say. Cameron Simmons. And of course, their father represented Jamaica. Other players to keep a close eye on? Jamani Bell, Phoenix FA. Dylan John, Phoenix Academy. Nashon Bolt, Adrian Reed. And in the defense, look out for Malachi Molina and Brandon Bent. Malachi Molina and Brandon Bent. And if you guys haven't seen those interviews already, I implore you, do check them out. Do check out those interviews. And give me your take as it relates to, in particular, what they said, their hopes, their dreams for the future, how they're feeling. I'm sure you guys would appreciate that. So it's something to look forward to. So that's what we can bear in mind. Really look forward to. I think that this game is going to have a lot of physical elements to it. There are some elements that will certainly be analyzed. What I want to do for you guys is play what Coach Sean Cooper has to say ahead of this game and also the tournament as well, from the Trinidad and Tobago side of things. My prediction for the game: Jamaica 3, Trinidad and Tobago 2. Listen to what Coach Sean Cooper has to say ahead of this game and also the tournament by extension.
I had a very tedious task, myself and the staff, very tedious task in selecting a bunch of players. But I think they are working very hard and they are looking forward to this competition. We have opening questions for Coach Cooper.
Yes, I would assume that a lot of the members of the squad that you would have selected would have been in the secondary school football league. Obviously, high school football and international football is a big difference, right? So, do you think that these players are ready for international football? Do you think that they can compete at the international level?
Yes, they have a lot of potential, but going to Jamaica will prepare them. They will have an idea because remember we haven't played any international games before. Most of them are just playing with the secondary schools. We have a couple of those who are coming from the US and England who would have had a bit more experience. But because we haven't had the opportunity to go through the qualifying stage of the CFU, we were bad of really giving the boys some opportunity going into this final leg of CONCACAF.
And with that said, we have USA, Canada, Barbados. USA and Canada obviously being the two big ones. Can our team find a way to match them or to compete with them in the group?
Well, we have done so before. The last time we played the US at under 17s back in 2015. We lost, I think, 2-0. Pulisic was one of the players who scored back then. And before that, 2011, the last time, no, I think 2013, we also played Canada and we lost 2-0. So in 2013, sorry. So I think we can match them. I think they have a lot more experience than us, but on the day, it's youth football. They are carrying professional players. We still have schoolboy footballers with us, but I think the mentality is what needs to change, and I think the boys are taking the advice on hand, and I'm expecting big things from them.
Coach, tell us a bit about the composition of this team. We have some home-based players, as was mentioned before, coming out of the SSFL and local clubs as well, but you also have a fair amount of overseas-based players that you're expecting to add a little more to your outfit.
Yes, definitely so, because when we did the screening, we wanted players who could have add value to us and just not equal to some of our guys. And I think going through the process, we realized that had about 5 or 6 of them who would have had, some sort of experience with the young chaps we have coming out of the SSFL. We also have an under 14 player, Seth Hadid, who came through the screening, and we are taking them to Jamaica. So the squad will not be 20, but it will be 21, because we think his development needs to, he needs a game or two at that level, because he's far as I could see, he's above most of the under 14s. So I had a word with Denzel Theobald, who is one of the main coaches at the U14s, and I told them for him to continue his progression, I think we need to carry him up there.
And obviously, this is something that you're looking forward to see him make use of this exposure, because it's the first time that, like many of the other players, they're going to get the chance to play against international opposition. But for him as a young player, something must have caught your eye.
Yeah, definitely so, because I have always thought that when you're picking a U17 team, you must have about 3 youngsters who will be there for the next under 17 team, some continuity. And Seth Hadid is one that I think has a bright future. He has developed for the last couple of months very, very quickly, and I'm looking for big things from him in the future.
When you look at your opening game, it's against Canada. How is your preparation now shaping towards that, including the 2 matches against Jamaica?
Well, right about now, what we are dealing with is the structure, the organization. We need to be organized to play against these teams. We don't want to be leaking goals, so we want to be very strong coming from the back. And then going forward in the transition, I think we, as you also, we have a lot of guys who are very dynamic in the SSFL. We have Ocho, we have this guy from Fatima, Chiefs, who puts the ball in the back of the net with ease, So we have a lot of dynamic players going forward. But what we really want to do is have the team structured properly, that we could be in the game for long periods.
All the best to you. I want to thank you for taking this opportunity, and wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Coach Sean Cooper, the under 17 coach of Trinidad and Tobago. You all heard what he had to say, right? Well, he's bringing a 14-year-old, I should say he has brought a 14-year-old to Jamaica, and it's quite clear what he's trying to do. what he's looking to do. So yeah, that tells you everything. He's looking to the future while also thinking about the present as well. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Well, it should tell you everything. That it's somebody that is looking to the future. Somebody that wants to come to Jamaica and use that as a measuring stick. So, it's a good look. It's really, really something that we should be processing quite well. Yes, Stephen Maldine. Who is the youngest player in our squad? The youngest player in our squad is 15, 16 thereabouts, but we do have a 14-year-old. We do have a 14-year-old in our squad. Let me double check those. So let me bring it up for you guys so that you guys can be able to see it as well. All right, this should do the trick now as it relates to the Jamaican squad as well. Bringing up the screen now. There we go. All right. Let's make this a little bigger for you guys to see. There we go. That should be good. All right. Date of births are in this column right here. So Malik Robinson later this year is going to be 16 later this year. Malik Robinson is 15. Malik Robinson is 15. Jamani Bell is also 15. And he's October 2007. So to answer your question, it's Malik Robinson. Daniel Gardner is 15. So the youngest player in the squad is Jamani Bell, who's 15. I'm just thinking and looking at, I'm seeing 2006, 2007. I'm like, wow, people born that year. I'm in high school during that time, so it's just making me feel like, whoa. But yeah, those are the ages of the squads, you know. So that's something for us to bear in mind, you know. So it's a good look in relation to everything. Persons born 2006, 2007, you know. So it's going good. Hopefully that answers your question. But from the Trinidad angle of things, it's not going to be an easy match at all. It's not. It's going to have its challenges. So they're going to match up. Trinidad is going to match up to Jamaica physically. What Jamaica will have the edge on is the experience in terms of players that are actually getting minutes with their respective clubs. It's more than the Trinidadians have. Trinidad arrived on the island this morning, and they're playing a game tomorrow. Accustomed to conditions and the pitch and everything of that nature, you know? So it's taking its time. It really is. But it's coming along. Coming along nicely. So tomorrow would be a good measuring stick to see exactly where the team is and what things might need to fine-tune ahead of the game on Tuesday, also which will be at St. Elizabeth Technical. That will in itself will be strength test. That itself will be what we can look forward to. So it's something to really grasp, and we look forward to what lies ahead. Will you guys be at the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you going to Arnett Gardens to watch the game? Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago, 4 o'clock at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Will you be at the game? Admission, $1,000. Okay. Certainly, Mr. Campbell. No problem at all. And get your 2 cents on the matter for sure. So that's not a problem at all. And Campbell says, I expect Jamaica to win at minimum 3. Sir Campbell, good evening, sir. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you, man. Welcome to the show. How are you? How's everything?
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this game tomorrow in Arden Gardens because it's the first test for the young reggae boys playing against their peers in the form of Trinidad and Tobago. I do expect, based on the experience of the Jamaican team, that they should be able to overhaul this Trinidad team without conceding, because as we mentioned by the coaching staff, the strength of the team is their defense, and with players like Ashton Garden up front, and you have in the midfield Barrett that plays for Cavaliers. I do expect Jamaica to take these 2 games with some comfort.
Yeah.
Not saying they're going to win by 6-0 or those margin, but you do expect them to win by a 2 or 3 goal gap based on the experience and quality of Jamaica.
Yeah.
So big things are expected from the team tomorrow. Well, what are your thoughts on the team, Simon?
Yeah, so today's final session, in a sense, you could say, was very productive. You know, after the light warm-up, it was straight into the tactical aspect, and it's clear from the coaching staff they were able to analyze some footage from Trinidad and Tobago. So the preparation is there, analyzing their weaknesses, and they're aware that Trinidad, just like Jamaica, only has a handful of overseas players, 1 in England and 6 in the States. So they're aware of that physically. They are going to match up well to the Jamaicans, but it's about how we can utilize the ball, especially in the wider areas. But I'm feeling quietly optimistic going into the game. Jamaica's record against Trinidad at this level is not necessarily the best. However, I still feel optimistic about getting over the line, and an opportunity as well for fans to see this team, because as we know, it hasn't been many opportunities that we can see home matches of any of our national teams get action. Yes, we saw the Ray Girls last year, but any opportunity to watch the team on home soil, it's always a breath of fresh air.
That's true. You said Trinidad have 7 overseas players as well?
Correct. So they have 6 American-based and 1 UK-based. The UK-based is Ria Cardenas, who's at Crystal Palace. So yes, they have 6 American-based players. A couple that our American base would know well as well, having played against them Inter Miami and Charlotte and Nashville. So similarities there. So yes, 6 American-based and 1 UK-based in Trinidad squad.
Oh, so they're actually in academies?
Yes, they're actually in academies, while the rest of the contingent are domestically based players. So yes, they're in the academies as well. So they have that experience as well. But the only thing is that what I understand, especially from doing the research, our Jamaican players in those academies, they're getting the minutes, while the Trinidad players are more the squad players of those rosters, if you understand what I mean. So they're more the fringe players, you could say, in those academies.
Yeah. I get you. I get what you're saying. Well, we pray and hope that Jamaica can overhaul this Trinidad team in these 2 games without, of course, any injuries on both sides, because they are Caribbean neighbors. I wouldn't want anyone to get injured.
Right.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah. The Americans, though, the American team look like a very, very powerful team. The Americans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Americans, Costa Rica as well, very good team.
Just.
Yeah, we had Paul Wanchop's nephew.
Yes,
Costa Rica. Star player, Costa Rica's team, right?
Absolutely, yes. I'm fully aware of that. I think he's at LA in the States, but yep, he's going to go.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's a star player on that team. And the Mexicans also, they have players in the youth academies. to my understanding.
Yep. Correct. Mm-hmm.
I know, sometimes, in football, you have to be, prudent in your approach to tournaments and from a strategic standpoint, because if you have players that are playing the same league, they're familiar with each other, across season they'll know how each other plays,
Yeah.
So having a greater complement of American academy players that are, starters would probably serve us very well,
Yeah.
Yeah, because the opportunity we had, but unfortunately, it didn't work itself out. It's water on the bridge, but it's something that perhaps could have aided Jamaica in our trust to qualify for the World Cup. But fingers crossed, we can
Yeah.
go through group stage and advance to the tournament. We hope and pray for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, bless up and have a blessed night.
All right, then. Take care, Ian. Cool.
All right,
cool, man. Hey, Devon, which question are you referring to? Are you referring to something that Ian said or something that I said? Please expound on that and let me answer your question, because I was listening to what Ian was saying. I wasn't sure if your question is directly related to something that I said or something to what Ian said. Man of God said, "Yo, Simon, what's up?" I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Prodigious is working. You watch the game. Arnett Gardens, 4:00 tomorrow. Admission $1,000 Jamaican to enter the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Ian says, "I expect Jamaica to win by a minimum 3-0 in both games." Wow. Confidence is key, they say. That's also the name of my FPL team. But yeah, folks, as you can imagine, big thing, big news, so. And guys, if you haven't already, there were some 4 interviews that were uploaded quite recently, so I encourage you to check them out as well. An interview was done with Jamani Bell, midfielder, attacker with the under-17 team at Phoenix FA. Inter Miami's defender Brandon Bent. FC Dallas Academy's defender Malachi Molina chose Jamaica. He also has Puerto Rican heritage. And Ahir Dixon, Mount Pleasant Academy. So those 4 interviews, you can watch them right now as we speak on the channel. So do check them out. And yes, from there, let me know what you guys think about those young men that I interviewed. Jamani Bell, the youngest of the players that are in the squad. I look at these guys, I'm like, whoa, you're 17, especially Brandon Bent. I'm like, whoa. But yeah, Brandon is talented defender. It's amazing how time flies and how the progress that these guys have made, so it's great. You just come on that the Trinidadian are mainly squad players and not getting a lot of minutes at their clubs. Yes, the US-based players, not the entire squad, but the ones that play domestically, the ones that play in the United States. Trinidad's UK-based player, which is Rio Cardenas, he gets playing time at Crystal Palace. 7 games this season, 2 goals, 2 assists, doing quite well. Rio Cardenas, he's the man to watch. Plays with Crystal Palace under 18 team. So, Devon, it was in relation to the American-based players. But Coach Meron Gordon has sort of brushed that aside and let the players know, listen, regardless of whether they're starting or playing, you respect your opposition and play to the best of your abilities. So that's the reality of the situation. You go out there, you play your best. So that's what we can say from that angle, folks. So good news. That stern message has been sent. So Rio Cardenas, folks, let me bring up a picture so that you guys know who in particular I'm telling you about to look out for from the Trinidadian angle of things. Let me show that to you guys right now so you guys know. There we go. That's Rio Cardenas, Trinidad and Tobago midfielder. I have a feeling he's going to play in the number 10 position soon. I have a really, really interesting feeling that he's going to play in the number 10 position soon. I anticipate it. You know, I really, really think it's something that could happen. So, Rio Cardenas, Sean Cooper this is one of Sean Cooper's gems. And basically been really, really impressed with Rio and the way that he has settled into the squad itself. So that's what we can say here where everything is concerned. Interestingly, Shaka Hislop's son, Luca Hislop, did not make the squad for Trinidad. But yeah. But yep, Rio Cardenas has got a call up, and Crystal Palace accepted it, you know. Crystal Palace accepted the call up. So yeah, they accepted the call up, folks. So he will be there. Rio Cardenas will be going to Guatemala as well as Jamaica. Absolutely, absolutely. I am by no means underestimating Trinidad. I've even pointed out earlier in the show, Devon, that of the last 7 times that Jamaica's played Trinidad and Tobago at the under-17 level, Jamaica has only won twice. That's right, 2016 and 2015 under Andrew Edwards. The other games, a draw and 4 losses. The last time Jamaica played Trinidad and Tobago won 3-2. Jamaica cannot afford to take Trinidad and Tobago lightly. My prediction is 3-2 to Jamaica. I stand by that. I feel goals in the game. It's not going to be a walkover. I promise you guys, it won't be a walkover at all. Starting to, Sean Cooper has always been so tight-knit with Trinidad against Jamaica, going even back to 2011 at the Montego Bay Sports Complex, where the game ended 2-2, you know? So that's what I'll say there. So folks, do check out the videos as it relates to the interviews with Brandon Bent, Malachi Molina, Jamani Bell, Ahir Dixon. Go and watch them right now. All right, folks, watch those interviews. Let me know your thoughts about those 4 young men, how they answer the questions, how they feel, the confidence, and everything of that nature. DNA football, they have to be ready for it. Yes, they have to be ready for it. Hello, Simon Presnation. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, guys, so if you haven't already, smash the like button. And after you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. All right, guys? So please do that. Are you going to come to the game tomorrow? 4 o'clock, Arnett Gardens, Jamaica under-17 versus Trinidad and Tobago under-17. 4 o'clock Jamaica time, Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Admission, 1,000 Jamaican dollars. Come and support the under-17 Reggae Boys on their journey to Peru for the 2023 under-17 FIFA World Cup. Top 4 teams in the CONCACAF under-17 Championship qualify for the under-17 FIFA World Cup in Peru in November. Big opportunity for Jamaica to end that 12-year drought. Remember this, folks. 1999 was Jamaica's first appearance at a World Cup, at an under-17 World Cup. 12 years later, Jamaica qualified, 2011. 12 years later, here we are, 2023. Hey, you know what that means? 12 and 12, bingo. All right, folks, take care. Watch the interviews with the players. Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.
586-0471.
What is this you're looking at? Many have seen it, but knows nothing of its many harmful impacts. It affects your eyes, asthma, muscles, urination, digestion, and much more. What is it? Mold, found in homes, offices, hotels, air conditioning units, and many other places. It's urgent that you call Hygienely now. 876-793-4070 or 876-502-0055. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.